We got our oil, cutting board, salami, cebolla, queso frito, y plátano. I think we're ready to go.
We untouchable, uncrushable. We untouchable, uncrushable.
Hey y'all, my name is Dorothy, and this week we are getting into Tres Golpes, and this is my first episode for my sub channel Comida Colon, which is everything about food. I love food, I love cooking, so we're gonna get into that. And if you can subscribe to my main channel as well, Dapper Diane, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, let's get into some food. So this is the first episode of Comida Colon, and this is just my sub channel to my main channel, Dapper Diane. If you could go ahead and subscribe to both, that would be greatly appreciated. Today we are doing Tres Golpes, or my rendition of it, because I don't like mango, sorry. But yeah, you want to get some salami, and I get this from an international foods store, but you could probably get this from a Compare Market or Compare Foods or any Hispanic store that's near you, and that's where I got this from as well. And make sure it says this: you can't fry regular cheese, so make sure that it says queso para freír, okay? Because you don't want your cheese melting. Then of course you got your red onion and your plátanos. So these are the sides that I got. Of course they come bigger. Of course you can do them sweeter if you want. You know that they're sweeter when they start to get yellow, and then you know they're at their sweetest when they're completely black. But yeah, so we're gonna get into Tres Golpes. All right, so the first step is cutting your onion. Well, this is how I do it, and I just let it saute on low. So now the way that you want to cut it is exactly how you're seeing it, cutting it like that as the face goes down, and I'll show y'all when I'm done with it. But it's really easy, and it's weird. Growing up, I didn't like onions like that, and now I feel like a meal is not complete if it doesn't have onions. So, and especially purple onion, like I always thought purple onion was mad aggressive until I actually started eating it, and I was like, bro, I've been missing out my whole life. So that's that, and I'm gonna cut the whole onion. As you can see, it was a pretty big onion, but like I said, I love onions, so we're gonna cut the whole thing. Now, I wanted to start this separate channel because I just really love cooking. And of course, when I was younger, I had to learn how to do the basics and like not burn rice or not make eggs too salty, all that extra stuff. But here we are all these years later, and of course I still have room to grow, but it's cooking for me. I love it. So I think that's like one of the few things that like I have like patience for to learn. So I'm gonna show y'all the onions, and that's what they look like. And now we're about to drop them into our little pot. And like I said, you could just let them sit there and saute on low. I wonder if you can hear the sizzle. It might not be hot enough. We'll turn it up a little bit. Okay, yeah, you can't hear it, but it's that simple. Now all you gotta do is let them saute and let them brown, get real nice and aroma-y. And next thing we're gonna do, I think I'm going to get onto the tostones next. We're gonna try that out. So for the tostones, You're gonna take your plátano like this. You're gonna chop off this end, chop off this end, and then go down the spine and cut it open. I'll show you. Okay, so I chopped off both ends like that. And then we're gonna go down the spine. Hopefully I don't mess it up, and if I do, it's okay. We're gonna smash them anyway. So just go like that. Then if you see that you need to, that you didn't quite cut through, just go back in. Then you just want to pry it open. This knife is a bit big, but it's okay. So we went down the spine, and now, ow, you just peel it open. Really easy. Almost there. Now if you need to go back with your knife and peel off some of the skin still, that's okay. No one's gonna judge you. Or at least I won't, but. There we go, finally. Still peeling. I'm starting to smell the onions, and they smell amazing. Okay, almost there. And this is what you get, besides that little part. Really easy, wasn't too bad. Now what you're going to do is take this and then just cut it into chunks. Because like I said, we're gonna go back later and smash them. So you want like circle little cuts, and I'll show you once again. See? Just like that. Like so, like that. So we're gonna do that to these. Same process, and then just drop them in the oil. And that's what they look like in the oil. And you just want to make sure that they get golden on each side. You don't want to let it cook all the way through. You just want to let it cook soft enough to where you can smash it. And I'll show you that. So once we do like 2 minutes on this side, we're gonna flip it to the other side. So now my plantains have cooked enough to where they're soft. All we're gonna do is take this cup, or take any cup, and I like to pick cups that are like round at the bottom, and just smash. There you go. And then you're just gonna pop it right back into the oil. And what I like to do is sprinkle a little bit of salt on them. You can sprinkle salt to your tasting or not at all, and just do that to each and every one of these. Pop them back in the oil, and I'll show you what that looks like. Dale un chin de sal. Just give it a little bit of salt. You don't want it too salty. Now that they are flat, you see how much easier it is to fry them from once, because the oil pretty much covers it from the bottom to the top. So you just let that get crispy for a couple of minutes. Just watch it, and you'll see that like when the inside mushy part get crispy, that's when you know it's done. You can still flip it if you want to. I'll probably do that a little bit, but overall, that's how you do tostones. So like I said, I don't do this or tres golpes with mango, which is just the plantain mashed up into like almost like a mashed potato consistency. I just don't do it because I don't really like that consistency. I know I'm weird. A lot of Latinos are probably looking at me like, you don't eat mango? Oh well. But yeah, this is just my rendition of it. You're still getting hit with tres golpes. You're still getting your plátano. So I like it. I love it. That's what I do. Now, while we are waiting for our tostones to get cooked all the way, we are going to go ahead and prepare our cheese. So this cheese, as you can see, comes like a block, like so. And all you're gonna do is cut the cheese just like this. So you still want that square shape. You want it to look like this whenever you cut it across. And all you gotta do is make sure that you pat the cheese dry before you put it in the oil, because of course it's cheese, it has moisture. So you just wanna do that before you pop it in the oil and you pop yourself. And it's really easy. I'll show you how to do it once I got it all cut up. So this is what the cheese looks like, and pay attention to the thickness. You don't want it to be too thin because we are frying it, so you don't want just like crunch. You want it to be crunchy on the outside but still have enough goo in it, or like thickness in it, to make it soft and gooey on the inside. And yeah, just make sure that you pat it dry before you put it in the oil. And I think we are almost about ready to drop it. These are our onions. These are tostones. Now mind you, the cheese cooks really quickly, so do not walk away from the cheese. And just put it in like that. Our tostones are finished. We're gonna pop them into the oven with a little bit of heat so that they don't get too cold. So that's the cheese. And you just gotta get golden crispy on one side and flip it over to the next. Okay, so this was my first time trying this brand of cheese. And y'all, 0 out of 10, I do not recommend, because this looks terrible. Like, I don't know why. This brand was not, like, this did not hold its shape at all. Like, it literally just melted. It's like globs of cheese. Like, it's not even squares anymore. I usually get this brand, the Tropical, and I'm gonna stick to that from now on, because this, it's not okay. It's not okay. This is literally like my first time ever using this brand, so we're not gonna use this again. Just stick with Tropical. Last but not least is the salami. Now all you're gonna do is cut it like that, and it's the same kind of, you want to hold the same shape that you did for the tostones, so just cut like so. So once again, you don't want to cut it too thin because we are frying it, so you want a crispy exterior and then the still soft interior, but of course don't cut it too thick because you want the inside to cook as well. So you just put it on one side for a couple of minutes until it gets to kind of like a dark burgundy-ish color, and then you flip to the other side so that the other side can get the same color and not be pink. Now that we got this side all golden crispy, we're just cooking the other side, and as you can see, some of the fat from the meat gathers around the sides. That's okay. But yeah, this is what you do for the salami. And this is the final product. Once again, this cheese was an ultimate failure. Do not get that brand. I do not recommend it. But that's it. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.
Bring it back now.